All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to Apostles and Elders in New York, GMS. And salutation to Yak around the world that's teaching the truth and putting your lives on the line for. And shalom to you, Sirius Aqua. My name is Maya Kaala Bungada, which Chicago branch of Great Millstone. And make a disclaimer that we're not black Hebrew Israelites. We are Israelite. Black is a color, not a nationality. Nobody's walking around this earth black like shoe polish. Alright? Your Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds, scattered abroad. Speckled birds are Israelites who look like other nations, but their fathers' paternal bloodline go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. We're not affiliated with any terrorist groups. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite groups. Alright, so let's get into it. And this is this Beyond Creepy channel, right? It has a lot of good stuff in there, man. You know, always let the train pass by. It's a lot. Okay, yeah, so Beyond Creepy has a lot of good stuff on there, man. Those that spiritually discern, spit the bones out of meat. All right, now in this case is actually a guy. He talking about he's seen Edomite. He's seen, as far as I know, Edomite. Telling a story of what he's seen a chariot and what the angel, what people call aliens, the giant so-called black man, probably no ships or chariots, so-called UFO. Now they call them unidentified aerial phenomena. Esau, man. But we know him as the chariots. I already know. All right, but anyway, enter what this angel told him from this chariot. All right, so I'm gonna go right here, get this. All right. Read this. It says Section 107 Copyright Act provides statutory framework for determining what something is fair use and identifies certain type of uses such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. All right, so I'm using this clip from Beyond Creepy for teaching. All right, and to illustrate a educational point about the chariots mentioned in the Bible. They called chariots. They're called wings. They're called clouds. All right. Whirlwinds. All right. So I'm talking about these so-called UFOs. All right. Chariots. All right. To illustrate a prophecy what the angel told the man. All right. So I'm gonna play it. All right, do not own this clip belong to Beyond Creepy. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play it. All right, so
in the summer of 1977, Daniel Wayne Sarton was hiking in the mountains in Pennsylvania with his dog Wob when he encountered something truly strange. He recalled that on that day they had been walking along through the brush when his dog suddenly bolted ahead of him out of his line of sight. Sarton claims that he then heard it barking frantically and howling, and he assumed that the dog had been attacked by another animal and was most likely injured. He quickly ran up through the woods towards the sound of his dog and eventually came into a small clearing. He looked around and was dumbfounded. He could clearly hear his dog whining softly somewhere.
Salak, you can see right here in the upper left corner it said 144. That's spiritual, man. Call Haloya, how about Shah?
Close by, but no matter where he looked, he just could not see the dog. And that is when he looked up. I know this may be hard to believe, but he was floating in the air a good 20 feet above my head. I couldn't believe it, so I called to him. He didn't make any sound. Now, I didn't know what to do, so I just stared up at him and then he slowly floated to the ground. Sarton claims that he inspected his dog and found him to be seemingly uninjured. He kneeled beside him and petted him, unsure of what else to do. It was then Sarton noticed that the ground seemed to be vibrating. Then he felt the sensation of something grabbing or forcing his head up, so that he was looking back at the sky. And then from nowhere, and I mean nowhere, this big cube just pops into view. It is revolving end over end, and at the same time it is spinning clockwise at a slow rate of speed. It doesn't actually move around though, just spins in the same spot. It is so bright that I have trouble looking at it at first. Then I try to look away, but can't move. It was then that Sarton began to hear a deep voice coming from somewhere. The best way he could describe it was that it was being beamed down from above and bouncing off the ground, to which he could hear it. The message it relayed was ominous. This voice said that Earth would soon be changed, that man was not growing properly, and that we would be cut down to make room for another superior race or crop.
Alright, so he said, man is not growing properly, man is wicked, and soon will be cut down for a new crop. But what is that new crop? The Israelites. Alright, you go on the scriptures. Alright, and this is one of the reasons why Esau, for years, he tried to debunk, he kept sightings of the chariots and the angels on the raps and stuff, and he throw out misinformation. Alright, because he knows that those chariots, so-called UFOs, are the salvation of the elect of the 1/3 of Israel. All right, right here. Right? Who's Israel compared to what? Crops, gardens, all right, different plants in in the scriptures, vineyard. All right, what's the number of crop? All right, it says now when you go grapes. All right, it said now. Isaiah 5:1. Now was seen to my well-beloved a song of my beloved touching his vineyard. My well-beloved have a vineyard in a very fruitful hill. And he fenced it and gathered out of the stones thereof and planted it with the choicest vine. Planted with the choicest vine, all right, chosen. And built a tower in the midst of it and made a winepress there. And he looked that it should bring forth grapes. And it brought forth wild grapes, man. Oh, now the inhabitants of Jerusalem, men of Jerusalem, judge, I pray betwixt me and my vineyard. What could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done it? Wherefore, when I looked, it shall bring forth grapes. It brought forth wild grapes. No, wild grapes are the wicked of Israel, 2/3, man. All right, because you want your fruits and pleasant. All right, so the Lord wanted wanted Jake to be right, but Jake was being wicked, man. All right. Well, don't nobody want no bad. Lord want the best of the best, man. He want the best. So he want us to be our best in our best state of mind, man. All right. So it's it's being a parable, man. All right. You want to go to a grocery store, you don't want no rotten fruit and stuff. All brown and got spots in it. You want to bite to a nice, plump, juicy, bright fruit, man. All right. So Lord, Yahweh, he want us to be what? In the best. He want us to be being in our best righteous state of mind, man. All right. Get right here. Another example. It says Psalms 52:8. It said, "I am like a green olive tree, the house of the Most High. I'll trust in the mercy of the Most High forever and ever." All right. So David comparing himself to the green olive tree, a plant. All right. Tree, plant, same thing. All right. So let's go right here. Isaiah 58:11. And Yahweh shall guide and continue to satisfy thy soul in drought. Right, because he was in a drought, because he was in a fallen state. And make fat thy bones. All right, we coming back, waking up who we are. You read Ezekiel 37. All right, valley to dry bones. The bones get what? To get flesh on them, right? Then come out to alive. All right, that's why you see the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans back in birth waking up. There is like you see Esau getting scared and trying to push his NWO agenda, man. All right, desperate and sloppily with the with the hits. All right. All right, it says make fat. It says and thou shalt be like a water garden, like a spring water where waters fail not. All right, so we getting hydrated, man. All right, through this word. All right. All right, we gonna continue hydrated. We're not gonna go back. We not those the left and 1/3. We're not gonna go back into our dead state, man. All right, the 2/3 they gonna stay dead because they ain't meant for them. All right. They dry, man. All right, it says, let me see, Matthew 13:25. But while a man slept, his enemies came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, there appeared tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto Sir, does not thou sow good seed in the field, from whence it had tares? And he said unto him, an enemy had done this. And the servant said unto him, When thou we go and gather them up. But he said, Nay, lest while you got up the tares, you root up so the wheat with them. All right, let both grow together until the harvest. In the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together the first of the tares and bound them in bundles to burn them, but gather wheat into my barn. All right, so the wheat are the Israelites, the tares are the tares. All right, Esau during the slavery time sowing he came in the slave cabin. All right, and raped the so-called Negro and the so-called Native American woman on the slave plantation. What, he had his tares among them, man. All right, or with the conquistadors, when they came over here, the conquistadors came to Sparta. They sowed their seed among the tribe of Asher in Brazil, certain parts of South America. All right, they sowed their seed among Issachar in Mexico, among Ephraim, Manasseh, and the Caribbean Islands, man. All right, and when Yahweh send his chariots, so-called UFOs here, man. All right, they gonna kill these tares, man. That's among the Israelites, man. They gonna gather up the elect into the chariot, man. All right, and save them from nuclear destruction, man. All right, so the tares are gonna die, and all right, among the 12 tribes of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. All right, and then also Yahweh, he's going to kill the heathens also, the rest of the heathens, man. All right. All right, so you're gonna get rid of the Edomite tares. You're gonna get right the Moabite, wherever Jake is at, man. Got tares among them. They're gonna be eradicated along with the regular, the heathens that look regular, man. All right. You got Jake, you got Edomites looking like Judah, so-called Negroes. You got Edomites looking like so-called Native Americans, Gad. You got Edomites looking like so-called Mexicans, Issachar. All right, and on, man. All right, they're gonna be exterminated with those tares gonna be exterminated with their heathen brethren, man. All right, you are the seed of your father, All right, and that's another reason why Esau pushes that your nationality go by your mother, man. All right, because he knows he's doomed. All right. Anyway, that's another scripture I wanted to bring up. You think I had a loss of thought? All right. It's a lot. I'm gonna try. Let me see if I can remember it. Oh yeah. I gotta receive roots. Planted. Yeah. Alright. Let me see. Yeah, this one I want right here. All right, Matthew 15 and 13. All right. He said, but he answered and said, every plant which my heavenly Father hath not planted shall be rooted up. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. If the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. All right. All right. So, show you it was clear right here. Right. So, if you like you come in the garden, all right, and you got you got your eggplants, you got your little tomatoes, all right, you got your asparagus, all right, you have you got your grapes, red grapes or green grapes, you got your peanuts, all right. Got your peanuts growing and stuff, strawberries, etc. All right, what you do, you see something that don't belong there, it's like a weed, you pull it up, man. All right, you should be rooted up. All right, so everybody not gonna get this, man. All right, all these scoffers and everything, don't, especially during this time, man. They got this thing. Those that haven't got the hit, they have families trying to report them, man. So, don't get into an argument with your family members and everything about the truth, man. It's not meant for them to get it, man. Your family members, your friends and stuff, your co-workers, man, don't talk about truth to them, man. You gotta be circumspect, man. All right, let them. They'll get it when they come back on the other side through the elect, man. As that song back in the day. All right, see the Crossroads by the Bones and Harmony, man. See you on the crossroads. All right, so hey, we'll see him on the crossroads, man. All right. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. If the blind lead the blind, both shall fall in this. Right, man. Leave them alone, man. All right, because these people that's really Fopi, Ancient Watchman, IUIC was, hey, man, the Most High gonna take that lion spirit off on, man. Hey, that's how Most High set up. Right, said Book of Job, to deceive and deceive are his, man. I believe Job 12 and 16, if I'm not mistaken, right? They set up to lead the 2/3 near destruction, man. If the blind lead the blind, both shall fall in ditch. And the ditch is deep, man. You won't fall no ditch, man. You fall in ditch, hurt yourself, man. Twist your ankle, fracture your ankle. When you hit your head on something in there, like a rock or something, or like a pipe in there, you bleed and stuff. Then it start raining, thunderstorm. You drowning. All right, you too hurt. You screaming, nobody coming around get you and stuff. You got the water moccasins swimming your way, the mosquitoes, all this stuff on you. All right, so hey, man, everybody can't get this truth, man. Let them stay blind, man. All right. Then it said what they in that video said what they gonna make room of, how they gonna make room for the new crop, man. All right, they gonna kill the 2/3 of Israel, and they gonna destroy the heathens, man. All right, so Yahweh come back, man. He's going to get down, man. All right, you see, It says Zechariah 9:14, and Yahweh shall be seen over them. His arrow shall go forth as a light. Right, you'll see a chariot, and Yahweh shall blow trumpet and shall go with the whirlwinds of the soft chariots. All right, a small chariot. Yahweh the host shall defend them. Right, talking about the elect, and they should devour and subdue sling stones, and they should the lasers. Right, they shall drink and make a noise as through the wine, and they should be filled like bowls have the covers. Corners, all right, that's how much blood it's gonna be, man. Slaughter. All right, the little chair's gonna get down, man. All right. Okay, that's how it could be, man. All right. That's a lot of blood, man. All right, we're gonna kill a lot of people. So that's in that video. The angel said that gonna make room for the new crop. He gonna slaughter the 2/3 of Israel and the heathens with them. All right, and then all this all over, man. He gonna put Israel back on top. The elect of Israel, they're gonna rule forever, man. All right, so that's why you have Esau. He's sent his agents. Vocab alone. Garfield was a chocolate flavor vocab alone. All right, and he got the rest of those people deceiving Israel, trying to stop that prophecy, but he's not going to stop the prophecy of the return of Yahweh Shai, courtesy of his father, and the awakening of the elect, and getting those upgrades, those spiritual powers, man, and ruling this earth forever, man, with the so-called white man Esau under their foot and the heathens on their foot, man. All right, so this it, and I hope you all been edified, and shalom.